Check, check, check. Check 1, 2. There we go. Sure. What's up, Blaine? Hey, how do I? Yeah, it's been a minute, but we're all good. We're back. We are back. What? What's up, Jason? Yeah, getting all the car stuff squared away. Um, I just sent the title in to State Farm, and once they receive that, then they could pay us out. They're giving us like 13 grand for the Forester, which is actually more than what it's worth technically. I did a Kelly Blue Book value on it, and she's got it's a 2016 Subaru Forester with 106,000 miles on it, and Kelly Blue Book said it was like 9,800. We got like 13,600 for it, so I'm good with that. And I work at a car auction, so I actually just talked to um a rep with one of our accounts um who knows the owner of the Subaru dealer that we maintenance our car at. So he's gonna give us the red carpet treatment, basically. That's what he told me. So he even said, like, pick out a car you want, and if you want to drive it, I'll send it to the auction, and you guys can drive it for the day or whatever. So I was like, wow, okay. So as soon as we get that money, then we'll pick something. We're doing another. We're going for another Subaru. So that car saved her life. So we only drive Subarus and Toyotas in this household. So and my bumper is still damaged. I ended up collecting the check for it. So because I'll get it fixed cheaper down the road. It's still drivable. She's been driving my car. I've been driving her mom's car. So you know, but we're good, man. We're it's just been a little distracting because like I've never been in a situation like this. Neither is her. Like an accident of this magnitude, and we got an attorney. So we just gave him all the information, and they're just going to take it from there. So yeah, April and May have been a little weird, but plus she just ended school for the summer, so she's on summer break, which means she's able to watch her kid. It gives her parents a break a little bit. So um, yeah, I like when she's home. I She wants to be a stay-at-home mom. I don't mind. It's just we don't have enough money to do that. You need two incomes nowadays. It's crazy. Um, or one giant income. But I'm just glad she's safe. She's home, and yeah, just want to hang out with you guys. Um, how's everybody been doing? Sorry about the content. Like it's just it's been so distracting. What's up, Christine? Yes, this just arrived. So literally, like 2 minutes before I hit record, it was here. So Derek, what's up, Derek? Yeah. Sorry, Derek. That's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to message you earlier. I was about to telling you I was going live at a certain time, and then I got distracted at work. So sorry about that. Um, we'll wait for we'll just kind of chat for a little bit and then I'll get into it. Busy day for you too? Yeah. Thursdays are typically kind of slow for me at the auction because everybody's gearing up for the sale tomorrow, which I don't really have anything to do with. But I had a lot of stupid, just a bunch of stupid shit to deal with. And it was all IT stuff. So, Derek, you would appreciate it or not. It was just, it's so dumb what we have to do. What a week it's been. I think, yeah. Yeah, it's a weird week. Scent of the day, Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. I tried that once. Is it supposed to be like a creamy lemon type of vibe? Heard it's like pretty hyped up too. What's up, Mike? 40 knots. Nice. Yeah, I gotta get my nose on a bunch of Zerzhoffs. Um, I'm excited to test this out. Try this. It came with this bag too. So it was free. So yeah, what's everyone wearing? Jason, what were you wearing today? We were chatting for a bit. No whiskey tonight. Drinking Propel. 'Cause I'm really thirsty today. I could lie and say this is just straight vodka. I don't want to be. I usually try to drink on the weekends. Not try to drink, but like I try to keep it on the weekends. Yeah, 40 knots. What's I don't think I've ever looked at the notes. 40 knots. 8.5 out of 10. Sweet aquatic. I like Parfumo, but they don't have the notes. I need to get my nose on that Eau Fresh Extreme. Woody notes, cedar, salt, seawater, green notes. Very ambery, I see. Huh. I kept hearing about it. I never knew what the notes were. Pretty looks pretty linear. Woody notes, cedar, salt, seawater, green notes. Seraphim Red to the office today, then Pasha de Cartier. Ooh, you're liking that Pasha. I knew it. Didn't Derek, didn't you say you had it before and then you sold it? Or was it something else? Durham Sport. I gotta wear Dark Door Sport, the Mason Alhambra clone. Spot on. Less than $20. Sandalwood and honey most prominent. Huh. They didn't have that listed in the note breakdown. Yeah, dude, that Pasha de Cartier EDT is it's weird. It when you first smell it, you're kind of like, yeah, it's kind of dated, but then it gets so creamy and it's so good. It's definitely better than Safari for Men. Although I do like Safari for Men, um, like the scent with the leather does give it a little bit more of an edge, but it's the Pasha is just a higher quality. Paco Rabanne, okay, Porom. That's what you had before. I'm on a mission not buy anything. Right? Yeah. Derek knows. I can't keep my own promises. But I had a gift card. One of the buyers at work gave me $100 gift card. I thought he was bullshit. I thought it was like, oh, he's probably giving me a fake one. I checked the balance; it was $100. So I use that shit wisely. Yeah, I do have samples coming in next week. I think. Not exactly sure they haven't shipped yet, but they're all 2 mils. There's a like ton of stuff I'm trying. Some mind game stuff. Um, City of Jasmine, which I heard is like a really good Aventus kind of inspiration, but it's like does its own thing. I'm excited. I just went on Parfumo and it didn't list any notes whatsoever. I'll check again. Yeah, there's no notes on there. Is it the 2012 or is this another? Yeah, we got 9 people, 4 likes. Let's get them. Let's get 5 more thumbs up there if you can. I'm on a minty hunt. Aldo, you or someone like you. Torino 21 and Renaissance are on my list. I like a good mint. Yeah, I'm trying to dip my toes in some niche. I got like a bunch of niche coming. Um, what do I have? Hold on. I have City of Jasmine, Gritty 1968, Mind Games French Defense. I keep hearing how freaking amazing that is. Spirit of Dubai, Abrage, Versace Porum, Oud Noir. Been wanting to try that for a while. Toomey Dusk, the new Toomey one from last year. Nishane Saffron Colonies. I got Amberful and Cosmic Pepper from Mancera. Samples coming in. Gambit from Mind Games. Ambassador Intense from Jasada. And Imperium from Electimus. That's what I got coming in. All 2 mils. The Gritty 1968 definitely. I looked at the notes. I was like, yeah, I gotta try it. New bargain niche discovery Miley. Lumen. Burlington? What's that like? I'm curious. Is it a is it a perfume? Aldo and Torino. Damn, Mike. You know your shit. See, that's the stuff I gotta dip my toes in all that. Yes, Lumen. They have a bunch of fragrances. I picked up a Gourmand instead of theirs. Super cheap. I feel like I like know. Oh, are they in a? Is it like a gift set? I'm looking up one. There's soap, beeswax, tulip, sweet notes, and lily. Is it Parallax Olfactory? Is that what it is? Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I think I saw that. I've been seeing a lot of alt. fragrances, specifically for the ladies. What's up, Angel? As I get older, I'm finding myself recently strangely obsessed with fragrances. I do believe I found a personal favorite in a lesser known cologne, Duke Cannon Prescott. Um, I've smelt most of the Duke Cannons. They're pretty cheap, but I have Huron, which is a it's aquatic. It's solid. It's I used to use it out the shower. Um, I used to use Duke Cannon before they went retail. They had some good stuff. Um, Popping up like crazy at Target now. The Middle Eastern clones have taken over Burlington's. Like, yeah, I stopped giving a shit about the Latafas and stuff because I have too many of them, and I just realized I don't wear them, and it's all just a bunch of hype. Like Assad Bourbon is there, but it's not my thing. It's better than eating my feelings. That's true. Better than doing drugs, right? Um, yeah, I'm over the Middle Eastern crap. Not crap, but you know what I mean? It's like one gets hyped and then they all do, and then you get them. Oh, and that's the other thing. Burlington will not let you take anything back. They don't let you take fragrances back. Probably because of me. So I think the last one I got was this piece of shit. This smells horrible. Like super heavy on the bergamot, but it's just I don't know if it's the color of the juice that makes me. It looks like piss. Like it looks like piss. It kind of smells like piss, but it smells like a bathroom air freshener. And this is part of like the bottle's awesome. Magnetic cap, like this bottle's awesome, but this is one of their originals. So I just saw it and I researched it and I was like, the notes look pretty good. There's supposed to be iris in here. I don't smell a friggin' iris. It smells like floor cleaner. It's like pine sol. Not pine sol, but like a really shitty off-brand Mr. Clean. If you ever have a surprise drug test, just use that. Yeah. Yeah, just fucking cock pop the collar. Yeah, it's a no go. I wore it out the shower. I mean, it. My wife didn't think it smelled bad, but it didn't give a bad odor. I don't know if it's just like the. It's like you have to wait until like the vetiver pops in, like the deep dry down. It doesn't last that long, but it's. I don't, when you see bergamot and vetiver, you're like, "Oh, that looks cool." Like it would be like a terre d'hermes kind of vibe. It's not at all. So yeah, how's everyone doing? I definitely. I was talking to Jason a lot today. We were talking about some drama. Maybe it smells good in the air. Some frags don't smell good up close, but yeah. I mean, it doesn't really even smell good in the air. Like smelling it out the atomizer, it's kind of it's too bitter. Sir, can you explain why your urine smells like vetiver and patchouli? Yeah, I just drank a bunch of vetiver and patchouli extract. That's funny. Hey Blaine, Jason, look, look at these. Fr- Screenshot this right now. Finally got some test strips. Good old frag com drama. Yeah, that was pretty bad yesterday. If anyone was in the Zed Lounge Facebook group yesterday, some shit was popping off. Blotters, um, test strips. Thumbnail, the video idea, reviewing test strips. Can you imagine having your drug test guy saying your piss smells good? What sort of drama? I guess Ross doesn't watch me. Ross had a live stream a couple days ago, and someone asked him a question about a backpack or something. He had a backpack that he was wearing on one of his Instagram stories, and someone asked him, "Where could I get a backpack like that or whatever?" And I guess Ross was just goofing around with him, picking on him, but it was a little excessive. Called him a lazy fuck and all this stuff, and it was like, and someone in the Zed Lounge posted something and um, like screen grabbed the part of the live stream and basically put Ross on blast on George's Facebook group, which I get, but I kind of felt bad for George because it was like he had nothing to do with it. So putting him on blast in his Facebook group was kind of weird, but it is what it is. He apologized and all that, but it was just like, damn. But yeah, it was nothing. It was really stupid. I think the whole situation was stupid. I didn't see it live. I had to watch it back, but last evening it was like I popped on Facebook and saw it, and then all of a sudden shit popped off, and I was like, ooh. So you know what I mean? I know people like the ball bust and stuff, but like sometimes if you take it too far, you know, you reap what you sow. So, but yeah, I won't get into other specifics or anything. But Jason, Jason knows what's up. And Derek, I was talking to Derek and Jason actually last night about it. I think Ross could use a vacation or just recalibrate. Seems like he's grinding himself to the edge. Yeah, and then his father-in-law is in the hospital, so while all that crap was going on, he was dealing with that. So, um, oh yeah, he for sure was upset. He for sure was upset. I mean, I wouldn't you? But yeah, I'm not going to get into it. It's just something that we came across. I'm just going to let. Oh, looks like you retracted your statement, Jason. Yeah, we're going to get into it now. Just need to get my handy dandy test strip. Blue's Clues is a big hit in the house. I kind of grew up on it, the 90s Blue's Clues. I mean, I was definitely too old to be watching it, but like I had younger cousins that it was always on the TV. Just gonna let it die. Ken knows what I think. Yeah, we talked about it. Drakkar Blue's Clues. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we're dealing with here. It's 100 ml. So I heard this has like Apple. I heard it's like a YSL Fougere. Nice blue juice. A navy blue. Typical bottle. They still have Blues Clues? Well, we watched the reruns on Paramount Plus. We watched They have the whole like 6 or 7 seasons or whatever he was on until his brother Joe, because he went off to college and everybody thought he was doing drugs and stuff. He wasn't. Found out that he ended up ending Blue's Clues because he was going bald. He didn't want to be in front of the camera. And now he's back. There's some sort of new trailer. I don't know. Whatever. My 24-year-old son watched Blue's Clues and my 6-year-old daughter did also. Yeah. My kid's going to be a year in July 26th. She's like obsessed. She loves Blue's Clues, Peppa Pig, Bluey, Little Bear. She's recently got into Elmo, but that's about it. It has stood the test of time. Yes. Yes, it has. All right. I do like that juice. It is kind of cool. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. Hmm. Ooh. All right. It's definitely fresh. A little fruity. Good. Minty. Oh yeah, this is good. It it reminds me of something, but it's not a clone of anything. Oh, this is good. This is I like this. How does the test strip smell versus the Post-it notes? There's definitely a difference. I can tell you that. So maybe I should redo all my other videos. Sorry, hold on. Let me save your money for something you wear 6 months from now. Leave it to Mike to drill some sense into us. Steve needs to start taking whatever hair medication Jen Sense has been on. So, yeah, he changed his haircut or whatever. Surprised because they're still in Pokemon. Is it the same DNA at all? It is and it isn't. It's very modern, but let me put it on skin. The DNA is there. It's just it's very very faint right now. But on skin, it'll probably open up. Very minty up top, which I like. It's sweeter. Like I'm gonna compare it with the Intense because that one's a little more boozy sweet. Oh, this is fruity. Yeah, the apple is really prominent on this. It's definitely YSLY meets Drakkar Noir. So they were pretty spot on. Whoever compared that. Is it like Blue de Chanel plus OG Drakkar? I mean, I would say that's fair, but I need a minute. It's no, it's not. I mean, you may get a little Blue de Chanel, but like it's more YSLY, and then with some green aspects behind it. I think this is both youthful and mature. I think this is a pretty good release. Um, it kind of gives me that like Mont Blanc Legend Blue vibe, but there's apple. It's fruitier. I'm not getting the Legend DNA or anything, but I'm just saying that that's kind of what comes to mind. It's kind of that vibe, Mont Blanc Legend Blue. It's getting more spicy now. I'm gonna pull up the notes. Apple, spearmint, bergamot, lavender, violet leaf, sage, moss, patchouli, fir balsam, or whatever. Yeah, the apple, the spearmint is like front and center. The lavender's there, the violet leaf. The apple and the sage is where the YSLY comes in. And then the moss patchouli for so we'll give it some time. I like it. It's definitely from having researched it before, it's spot on for what people are saying. Yeah, it's getting a little barbershoppy now, but it's still blue and like modern. There's no Ambroxan in this. I can't smell it, but I would say it's a fresh, minty, spicy, aromatic. It's not as it's the least mature out of the three, out of Noir, Drakkar Intense, and this one. I've never smelled Essence or any of those dynamic or whatever flankers that they had. I've never smelled those, but this is the most like modern out of them. Um, I'm wearing this tomorrow for sure. It's pumping off the skin pretty good, so I'm hoping I get like 6 hours because that's what I get out of Drakkar Intense, which I wore that on Sunday. I just put away my fragrances. This whole desk was covered with fragrances, and I was just like, I was sick of looking at them because I had a bunch of content I was going to do, and I just they were all scattered, and I didn't feel like reorganizing, so I just put them back. So now I just have my stunners of the week stuff here. But oh, let me catch up here. Is it mature? There is a maturity, Mike. I'm just kind of going on. I'm going off of your comment here. The apple is pretty strong. You're gonna get it, and it's not like a screechy apple like Y80P, but it's there. It's bright, but it's still a little sweet. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna like it. I really like. I mean, I'm a blue fragrance kind of guy. It's definitely blue, but it's definitely like a blue barbershop, and it's not the same as Mont Blanc Legend Blue. That probably has a little bit better performance, but I think the scent profile, I like this better than that. So really good release. I think La Roche did good with it. But I'm not getting like a Blue de Chanel, even though the thing with Blue de Chanel is like you can compare this with Coach or Jimmy Choo, man. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping the greenness comes out. Jensen's actually has a pretty good sense of humor. How he played at the camera. Yeah, I just don't like how like episodic his television or his channel is. It's like a little show. and his dad joke stuff is kind of, but I sometimes watch him. I used to watch Chaos Fragrance a lot, but he's dude that kid's just doing like rehashing the same shit. Takes out credit card. I got this from JC Penney. It was 68, so it's gonna go down. But I, when it first was announced, I was like, I need to get it. Everyday Fragrance, if he's on here, I don't think he is yet. Um, he just reviewed this. He calls it a blue Gere, which I think is brilliant. A blue fougere. I have intense. Yeah, the intense is really good. That one's a little more mature for sure. What's up, D Paris? I should get it as a collector. I mean, I would wait. It's probably going to hit the $30 range in a couple months. I used to take Finest to ride when instant my cycles so my hair didn't fall out. I never heard of that. I tried the Rogaine thing, but you see like guys like Brian Urlacher, who was completely bald. He's all over the poster boards here in Chicago for that. Is it Bosley or something? Whatever hair plug crap thing. He looks stupid with a full head of hair. Cool. Is Christine buying all of us a bottle? Does this stuff drop your testosterone pretty significantly? I want hair, but I also want my mojo. Where's my mojo? Austin Powers is a great movie. Use caffeine shampoo. Here, Mike, it can cause erectile dysfunction. Sounds like a rack store hit. Thanks for the. Yeah. Um. It's still pretty fruity. It's I like it. It's just it needs to. I'm gonna. It's probably gonna get a little bit more rich, but I'm hoping the dry down gets a little bit more mature. But this could be a signature scent. I think you could wear this all year round. Um, Springtime, this will thrive. I think the intense is good for fall and winter, and then the Drakkar Noir all year round. I think you could wear this all year round. It's on Am. Oh yeah, I, you're right, Derek. It is on Amazon for $35. I saw that after the fact. Like an idiot. It blocks DHT basically. I was always still on the test, so my mojo was no problem. I'm on an anti-anxiety pill, and my doctor specifically, it's like bupropion or whatever, bupropion. I don't know. It's like a low dose anxiety pill. She's like, I want to make sure I don't mess up your libido. I'm like, all right, thanks. I listened to this one dermatologist on YouTube. Her name is Dr. Dre. She says caffeine shampoo helps, and so does dandruff shampoo. I think I used some sort of caffeine shampoo back when, like, so after my chemo, my hair came back super thin because I had thick hair. I had thick ass hair. I mean, I had spiked, like, hairline started like here. And then after treatment, it came back like baby hair. And then it kind of got a little thicker. And then 2 years after that, it thinned out, and I just chrome domed it. It's been nice not having to do haircuts. Head and Shoulders, let's freaking go. I used to use Head and Shoulders. They got a pill for everything now. Yeah. I don't know if I'd like you with hair. I asked my wife that the other day. I was like, "What would happen if I woke up tomorrow and I had like hair from junior year of high school, 20 years ago?" And she would be like, I would still love you." I was like, "Damn it, you better what?" Now that I don't run here and just ERT, I shave my head. I have no idea what you're talking about, Jason. But okay. Hmm. It's not drying down as like what I want it to be. Like I'm not getting the oak moss or the maybe I'm getting the fur. It should probably compare to the original just to be safe, but it smells nothing. Honestly, it doesn't smell anything like Drakkar Noir. I'm not really getting anything from like the intense. It's kind of leaning towards Coach for men or like Jimmy Choo. You know how similar both those are? I mean, Derek, you may like it. Whenever I do these first impressions, it's like I so really quick. I wore this today, collector's edition. This is strong. Like I was smelling it all day. Like this shit is a monster. So I say that because when I do first impressions, it's like I should be doing them with nothing on, just so my nose can get like the full story. I do like it. I'm gonna give this a B plus. I'm grading my fragrances now. I'm not scoring that 1 through 10 bullshit. I'm gonna do old school A through F. The opening, the initial opening is it's like the best. And then it dries down and it's more apple. The apple's coming out more, which is weird because it's a top note. I guess Christine, I guess you could say that it is giving me Blue de Chanel vibes, just a smidge, just a smidge. They banned oak moss. Is that true? I didn't know that. This just says moss. It doesn't say oak moss. But Bad Boy Cobalt Parfum. That's what it's getting compared to. Wait, Bad Boy Cobalt Parfum Electrique? Is that the regular Cobalt? Hmm. What are people saying here? From the rip, I got a vibe like a blue version of early 90s old school polo green. I really get that fougere smell, but a clean, fresh white twist to it. I love this stuff. I wish it had more punch. Like throw some Ambroxan in it if I want to get punched in the face with this scent. I got this one free from an e-commerce place. This is a super easy freshy fougere, a blugere, if you will. Ah, I think that's Everyday Fragrance that posted that. Quid Pro Joe. Yeah, it's YSL lime mixed with like some barbershop. Mont Blanc Legend mixed with Aqua di Gio Profondo. No. Yeah, it's everyday use. It's a budget blue. If I did my budget blue fragrance list again, this would be in it for sure. If you guys like the blue fragrances, you're gonna like this. It's I just wish it was a little bit more mature. Like I'm getting mostly for right now. I'm getting mostly like the apple. The apple's sticking. Yeah, it's solid. B plus is a good rating for this for sure. And again, I went into this knowing that it was going to be like that, so I'm not like oh, but I'm also not like wow, you know. Like if you guys saw my first impressions of this blew me away. First time I smelled this, and I hadn't worn it for a while. I wore it today, and it's freaking beast. That's maybe why I'm like not giving it like a you know I'm not over the moon, but it's good if you like Y80P or like insert blue fragrance. You'll like this for sure. I mean, I would wait until it's cheaper. Trying to see if it smells different on paper. Yeah, I'm gonna wear this tomorrow. It'll be my scent of the day tomorrow. I might wear it out the shower tonight. I don't know. Uh, where am I at here? I think they just regulated how much they can use. It's not totally bad, right? Yeah, well, I gotta like subscribe to some newsletter to whoever is like banning that stuff. Oak moss, I really got into oak moss recently. I think the OG Fierce had oak moss back in the day. Can't replicate it now. I have a bottle of Fierce Intense, the original Fierce Intense. A couple of years back, Fragrance By had vintage bottles of them, and the bottles were all beat up and like scratched, but they were full bottles for like $20. I ended up getting one, and it smells like the original. Um, Allergic reactions to oak moss. When did they ban it? So it took like 50, 60 years to ban it. I recently picked up a couple of Versace's, the Dreamer and Mantle Fresh. I tried Mantle Fresh at the store a couple times and I thought I liked it. Got home, put it against Versace Pour Homme. I think Versace Pour Homme is a little bit more upscale than Eau Fresh. I want to try the extreme. People are bitching about this not having star fruit. Like, okay, you're still gonna smell it. I didn't really care for the star fruit, to be honest. Yeah, tart. Nope, I wasn't a fan. Armoff Aura Fresh is way better than Mantle Fresh. Yeah, oak moss can't be used as much. It's not banned, but you can't use a lot now. Gave people allergies or whatever. How many people? That's what I want to do. How many people was it like a poll? Well, we polled like 1,000 people, and it's like, and then you're going to say, "Oh, that's all of America." Stupid. You like Pour Homme by a wide margin. Yeah, Versace Pour Homme is definitely more. better quality. I had the Dreamer. I bought it from, where did I get it from? I had it and I returned it. I just JPG does the style better. Now I want to get rid of both. Willing to trade for porn. You know what's a good quality budget house? Haran? Or they got good lavender one? I've never heard of that. Have you tried Arrow's Flame? I have tried it. I tried it on Ulta. Eh, you know, I think it's a lot of love. That one. Can pick my fragrance for the office tomorrow. It's Blue Jeans Day. Do you have Versace blue jeans? Um, well, Derek, what did you wear this week? I need to know what you wore this week. I know you wore Seraphine Red. I think you wore Porom. Did you wear signature Porom? Zaharoff? That's pretty freaking cool. Flame is the best arrows in my opinion. That's what a lot of people are saying. Gosh, I can't remember when I was regulated. I shouldn't say banned. Way to go, Christine. Have you tried Schiller Chanel Allure Sport? Yes, I've tried that. I actually have a decant of the Sport cologne, which I was actually trying to find if anyone had a bottle of the Cologne Sport or Allure Homme Sport Cologne Sport, the first version of it, but I can't find it. Best Versace is hard, but it's between Dylan Blue, Arrow's Flame, and Oud Noir. Mike, I got a sample of Oud Noir coming in. I'm excited to try it. I have Versace Man, the original Versace Man, the tobacco one. That's solid. Um, I should pull that one out. It's been um, pretty breezy around here lately. I had the furnace on last night. We're heading into June. I've had this furnace running from like October until like now, like off and on. Ah, man, I was kind of expecting when I get a full wearing of this tomorrow, it's going to be a lot better. The opening is fantastic on this, but the apple note is really not going anywhere. What does this remind me of? It's reminding me of a specific fragrance. Boss bottled marine, but not as good. But that scent profile, because there's like a frozen apple note. That's what I'm getting. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, maybe I might be spraying it on a spot that has something else on it. I don't know. B plus is still my first impression rating. Can't really smell it on there. Yeah, I want to try that gritty rebellion too. Is that supposed to smell like a more green version of Allure Home Sport? I got 1960 gritty 1968 sample coming in too. Uh, Oak moss restrictions in 2009. I didn't know that. Oud Noir is nice, like a lighter Gucci Intense oud, not quite as high quality and less performance. Yeah, I'm excited to get that in. That gritty 1968 sample. I got 2 mils of that coming in. Cosmic Pepper. Yeah, that and Amberful. Because the only Manceras that I've tried are like Red Tobacco, Cedro Rosé, um, Oud Lemon Mint, Hindu Kush. What's the BR 541? I forgot. Black Gold. Black Gold is good. Derek got me a couple months ago. He brought that one up to me, and I didn't realize I had a sample of it, and I sprayed it on my hand, and it was that. That is one that I gotta start writing this shit down. That is one that I need a bottle of. Mancera Black Gold. I definitely want that one. I know it has a vibe like Aqua Profumo, but there's a way more going on with it. And the rose, even though it's a little floral, the dry down is real smoky. It's kind of ashy, but it's so good. Yeah, I can't wait to try that. I got Spirit of Dubai Abraj sample coming in too. That's supposed to be really good. Fougere. Yeah. Black Gold is my top 10. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, I got to get a bottle of it. And I can probably find it for a decent price. Um, yeah, I definitely want a bottle of that. It's potent stuff too. The sample I had one spray. It lasted like all day, and I smelled it at work. I was like, arm's length, like here, and it was just wafting. It was awesome. Don't want to say anything till Stone tried it. Do you guys want me to do a live and test all of them out, or do you want me to do like a regular video? I like sampling live. It's fun. Black Gold Tester 55 ish at times. Where at? 55 ish. That's don't tell me, Mike. Pokemon is banned in the EU and restricted elsewhere. Two molecules must be removed, basically making it unusable. So companies are always developing synthetic alternatives. Hmm. All right, I'll do a live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. I'll go Bill O'Reilly on everybody. Yeah, we'll do it live. Let's see. Let's see, Mike. Might be sold out. Where is it? Ah, it's sold out. Yeah, I'm gonna put notify me right now. We're gonna do the 120 mil. Sweet. All right. Damn it, we're gonna do a live. We're gonna sample some shit. What? It's solid, guys. I'm trying to pick this thing apart, but it is good. But I just wish it was a little bit more green, even though I know it's bleh, but I'm not getting a lot of barbershop right now, and I'm kind of like, give me that. Give me the aromatics. Give me the patchouli, the moss. Like, give it to me. That apple is so strong. And there's bergamot. The mint, though, the spearmint is what saves this. If they didn't have spearmint in this, this would just be another blue fucking throwaway. Live so I can ban someone. Which rag you looking up? Black gold, man. Sarah Black gold. Yeah. Well, let's see. What are the prices going for? They're, they're going for under 80 bucks. Perfume box, 78.50. That's a good deal. 4-ounce bottle. That's a good deal. It's definitely worth. Yeah. Fragrance net 78.74. Perfume online has it for, what is it? 60 bucks for a tester. I can't. I can't. I'm gonna milk my sample for a while. They're not gonna discontinue that anytime soon. Let me have a look see. Yeah. Now 2 years ago or 3 years ago, if I would have smelled it, I would not have liked it. I don't think I would have been ready for it. 76 bucks at Walmart. Yeah. I am going to eventually buy a bottle of that. Just not anytime soon. Don't say they're not going to discontinue you. Jinx it. Yeah, I know. Knowing my luck. Doctors always told me I was the 1% of 1%. I was like, great. Except when it comes to the lottery or anything positive. Yeah, I don't buy off Walmart. I know people have been burned. They'll have a fragrance that goes for normally like 80 bucks and they'll have it for like 33 and you're like, oh cool. And then you'll get it or you won't. You'll get it and it sucks or it's a fake. Yeah. Which is weird because it's like Walmart, you're a huge global franchise. You should be monitoring that shit. No brown drink tonight. I know it's only Thursday. Touche, Anthony. Yeah, I don't know. Not in the mood to drink tonight. I tr- I drink I drank quite a bit last weekend. Saturday and Sunday I drank. I had them pre-mixed cocktails. It was a Crown Royal and some black cherry stuff. It was a whiskey sour. It was fucking phenomenal. saving my liver for tomorrow. This is Propel. Kiwi strawberry Propel. My ice melted. I don't think I'll drink tomorrow. I'm probably gonna gummy up. Yes, I take edibles at night. I didn't take one yet. Feel the same way about my genetic luck. 1% and 1%. I lost the gene lottery. Derek, you're a good looking dude. No homo. But you got a lot you got it going on a lot better than I do. Gummies, now we're talking. Yeah, I do dabble in it. It's legal here in Illinois. So um it's usually it's for sleep for me. I have a hard time sleeping. Not most nights, but like I've tried melatonin with all the hospital stays I've had. I'll get up every 2 hours, just about. Not like wide awake, but like when I was in the hospital, like when I ended up getting my chemo treatments, it wasn't outpatient. It wasn't like you went to a day clinic and then you went home. You were in the hospital 5 days in a row, sometimes even more. So like you'd get out and then your blood counts would drop. Once you run a fever, you have to go right back because your white blood cell count bottoms out, your hemoglobin bottoms out. So the common cold can kill you. So then you would have to go back to the hospital. They pump you up full of fluids, antibiotics. They do blood cultures. 9 times out of 10, they're going to find something that's causing your to have spike fevers. And then you're going to wait at the hospital 5 to 7 days just to get your counts up, basically insinuating you can't go home unless it's safe for you to go home. So it was like every 2 weeks you're in and out of the hospital, and like overnight, every 4 hours, they come in and check your vitals. So that's where that kind of I don't know if it's a PTSD thing with me or what, but I do take indica for sleep. So um and it's just so much better than getting wasted. You don't get hungover. It's more natural. I mean, it's I've been trying to get my mom to get off the sauce. Not saying that my mom's an alcoholic, but my mom likes her cocktails. But I think she'd be have a way better time with those. Obviously, you got to start small. I have a story to tell, by the way. Like 10 years ago, I took an edible. I'll get to that in a second. Let me catch up with you guys. Crown Royal does a carbonated mixer with lemonade. Yeah, this one was it was a whiskey sour, no carbonation or nothing. Forgot what it was. Crown Royal and some sort of black cherry sweet and sour mix. I'm drinking a NA beer. I don't know. Gummies would always make me have panic attacks. It helped me relax only once or twice, so I just quit that. Yeah, you have to, Derek. You have to take it like low dose. You have to start very, very low. Um, 2.5 milligrams, and then go to 5, then go to 10. I usually max out around 20, but I usually take a 10. Not every night. And I had a vape too. I had a little vape pen that I used to hit. I stopped doing that because it started to get me a little like not anxiety ridden, but like it just I wasn't like how it felt. It was a different kind of high. It was a little more got me a little anxious. Yeah, take half. That was with half a gummy. Well, then you guys start. Well, Which strain did you take, Derek? Because if you took sativa, that's an upper. Indica is a downer. I usually stick with hybrid or indica. Indica is good for sleep. I have ones that are fast acting sleep. It usually hits in about 15 minutes. Makes me super nervous having companies in the house with the kids. Like, what if they find them and load up? Dude, have you ever seen pictures of or videos of someone accidentally gave their dog? Like, it looks it's kind of scary, but it's it's fucking hilarious because they're just like the Delta 8 junk now that will send me to full blown. Yeah. So here's my story real quick. All right. About 10 years ago, I was with my ex, and I was living with her briefly at her parents' house. Um, I got home. Now their whole family basically smokes weed, and our one friend was a drug dealer at the time. Oddly enough, named Jay, but apparently he dropped off a bunch of edibles. Now at the time, I never really got into that stuff, but I was always surrounded by it. And the times that I did try it, it was like it was too much for me. So when I came home from work, there's two of them individually wrapped. It was a cookie and a cupcake or a muffin. It was a cupcake. I was like, "Ooh, dessert." I just ate and I was open them up and like there was no sort of label or nothing on them. I thought they were just like baked goods. And so I ate them both. And I went out. I came when I came out of the room. I was like, "Man, those are good. Who brought those?" And both my ex and her dad looked at me and was just like, "Did you eat those?" I go, "Yeah, why?" They're like, "You ate both of those whole?" And then the bell started ringing in my head of just like, "Yeah, why?" And they told me. They're like, don't worry about it. You're gonna feel a little goofy in a little bit." I was like, "No." So I started feeling a little hazy. Your eyes start getting heavy. So I was trying to take my shirt off because I was changing to go to. I was about to go to bed. And all of a sudden, like I stopped like this, and I'm like, "Well, this is weird." So then I started laughing, like uncontrollably laughing, and yeah, it was fun for like 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden I got super tired. My head felt like it got real heavy, so then I just I laid down, I passed out, fell asleep. Um, It was at like 9:30, and all of a sudden at like 2 AM, I, like, bursted out of bed, and I thought I was having a stroke. The back of my neck was numb, I couldn't feel my tongue, every time I opened my eyes, everything was, like, moving this way. It was not fun. I felt like I was, like, pale as shit. I was, like and my ex was like, "You have perfect color in your face." She's like, "You're fine, just ride it out." And I'm like, "I need an ambulance. How can you know what I mean?" Like, I was, like, freaking the fuck out. Um, Try to make myself puke. Chugged so much water that I did make myself puke, and it started to feel a little bit better, but then, I just kept tossing and turning to try to get I don't like the spins. It's another reason why I don't drink till I'm blackout because it's just I can't deal with it. Um, but yeah. So then I fell asleep. Luckily, I texted my boss during that time I was freaking out, and I said, "I'm not gonna make it to work. I had a horrible stomach bug, fell asleep, woke up the next day, it was 3 p.m. That's how much I took. Turns out it was like 3 to 400 milligrams of THC I had in my system. And then the next 3 days, I had a body high. It was just like I wasn't, not that I didn't feel anything, but I was really mellow. And people at work were like, "You all right?" And I'm like, yeah, getting over, you know. And back at that time, it was not legal in Illinois. So that's my my edible story. I accidentally ate like 400 milligrams of THC, and from then on, I did not touch the shit. I stopped. Um, and then when it became legal, I tried one of these little gummies at low dose, and it made me feel. It took the pain away from my leg. It made me feel good, and then I realized, oh, I just got to start small, and then build a tolerance, just like anything. Anywho, that's what happened. Yeah, I still remember just like opening up my eyes, and I was like, it looked like you were. It felt like you were cross-eyed. You could. It felt like my eyes were just like, you know. When I get high, I get paranoid. Like I'm going to get a phone call with bad news and be like, yeah, you. I mean, if you're gonna do it, make sure you're. I always do it at home, or if there was like 1 or 2 times I was at a buddy's house and I spent the night. I never. Yeah, I I do it at home. Some people drive with that shit, and, like, on the road, I smell it. The car in front of me is smoking it. I'm like, "How can you drive and do it?" You know? So, I also got a hold of some laced weed in high school, laced with cocaine, and, oh god, I think I got PTSD from that because I thought I was dying. I There was another time I had a was it a roach? I had a roach, and it was wrapped with notebook paper, and it was my birthday weekend, and I was drinking, and I was like, "Oh, let me try." One hit, dude. It was laced with something because my breathing stopped. I had to like, it was very unsettling. I definitely felt like I was gonna die. It's scary. Can't smoke, but I can eat gummies. Yeah, I have these pre rolls. They're really good, but I can't. Not a whole one. I gotta like cut it, not cut it, but put it out at a certain time. Gummies will have you peaking for 6 hours. Yeah, they're a little bit. I mean, they break down your liver more, but I might get the phone call at home. What's up, Kara? 1 million EDT. Wow. I'm not into the 1 million stuff. I don't know why. It's just I think it smells good. It's not something I gravitate to. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I am an advocate for it. Like it it does more good than anything. I get it from the dispensary. I don't get it off the streets or nothing. Um my wife wants to get me a medical card because it's cheaper. It's just I don't know. It's like I like it, but I feel bad doing it. That makes sense. But I mean, it does help me sleep. It does relax me. It does, I can actually I function on it. It's not like a like melting on the fucking couch, you know. This is your brain on drugs. It ain't like that. But you have to start slow. You can't just take like My old neighbor, had their brother make chocolate. It was like a chocolate stuff. She had like one semi big bite of it. Dude, she was marching around the house doing this just to get her to. It made her feel better. You know how you gotta like. she she was doing that for a while, and lo and behold, you only had to take like a sliver of it. It was like strong. Anywho, that's enough about that. I love 1 million. I smelled it on someone one day and chased them down, asking what they were wearing. Immediately ordered it. Yeah, I think it's a iconic scent DNA. I think there's a reason why there's like 20 flankers. Heard it layers well with Prada Black. Hmm. I don't do it anymore. My job likes to randomly. Ah, yeah, yeah. The job thing definitely will keep you from doing it. Yeah, I told a lot of people it smells amazing layer with Prada Black, and I don't layer ever. Okay, it's getting a little better. It's getting a little better. I'm I'm still sticking with the B plus. It's more green on the paper than it is on skin, which is weird. This is definitely going to get compliments though. This someone's going to compliment you wearing this. I will say that. So it's not that I don't dislike it. It's just I was expecting a little bit more barbershop in it. So, but I think tomorrow I'll get more of a full effect. I'll spray heavy and yeah, it's nothing groundbreaking whatsoever. No fougere elements. Jason, there is, and then there isn't. I need the note breakdown again. Has anyone tried the Essence flanker? That one kind of has this similar note breakdown. It's got mint, grapefruit, lavender, sage, woody notes, musk, and tonka bean. That gets compared to Sedley. Hmm, I don't think it's the same. All right. Like it's not earthy. I'm not getting any earthy tones. The chords are fresh, spicy, aromatic, green, woody, fresh, lavender, earthy, mossy, patchouli, ozonic. I'm getting the apple and the sage. Like it's still a little tart. Let me spray it. I have a spot right here that do one spray. Oh, that opening though. The mint, the spearmint is so good in the opening in the air. Oh yeah. Dude, the very opening is where I get the barbershop. I get the lavender and the mint and maybe a little bit of patchouli. But when it dries down, the initial blast is so good. Normally, the initial blast is a little too harsh on most fragrances. This is I give the initial blast of this an A, honestly. think my nose is getting a little fatigued. There is some fougere elements. It's just I need to spend time with it. Yeah, opening A, dry down B. The lavender and spearmint really pop out, and like the apple is underneath, and I can kind of get the violet leaf too. Okay, so I just sprayed it on this arm. Now I'm smelling the dry down. I am slightly getting a slight Drakkar Noir dry down. So I think once this stuff sits for a couple months, I think it's gonna do really well. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this. I'm definitely a fan of this. So I'm not gonna. And this is exactly what my maybe it's a little bit underwhelming, more underwhelming than I thought. Again, my mind is kind of like I'm weird with this stuff. Oh man, that opening's so good. It's good. I just wish it kind of evolved a little bit better. That's I'll buy one in a couple months. Am I a football fan? Honestly, no. I don't watch a lot of football. The Bears suck. Um, I'm more of a baseball guy, but even then, I haven't. You know what my problem is? These guys nowadays have extremely inflated contracts and they're guaranteed money. I can't justify like who is like the current like Michael Jordan of sports right now? I'm sick of hearing LeBron James. I like who's the new up and coming like Walter Payton or like Brett Favre or you know what I mean? Like who's the next Hall of Famer? Right now, I'm not seeing anybody, even like baseball specifically. It's like these guys get drafted, they get all the hype, and then they'll get injured, and then you won't see them again. But they're getting paid. And they're getting paid to play baseball. Like, who needs $250 million for 5 years of playing baseball? Like, I don't know. Patrick Mahomes? Okay. Yeah. I, the Bears are, I feel like the Bears are just going to be like the Cubs. We're going to go 100 years without winning another Super Bowl. I remember when the Cubs won the World Series, this whole town flipped upside down, dude. It was, what was fun though? When the Blackhawks, won a couple Stanley Cups during like 2010 to 2013. That was a Those years were awesome. There was a lot of the bars were always packed. And you got that dude on Dodgers that's the minor Babe Ruth. Can pitch and hit. He signed a 10-year. Yeah, what's that guy's name? See that Asian dude? Yeah, I heard his every pitch that guy throws is like $20,000. Connor McDavid, Eagles. Yeah, yeah. I'm a music guy. When I was in high school, it was you want to do sports or you want to do band. I did band. Um, Did trumpet in high school. I did everything. I mean, I wasn't back then, 20 years ago or so, band was cool. Like, we treated it as like, you're not cool unless you're in band. It was kind of a cult for us. But man, we made it cool. Um, I have some good friends that I'm because of band. I ended up I remember sophomore year of high school, I was really getting into band, and the band director was really being like starting to push me a little bit more. Like, gave me a little bit more of a challenge, and like he knew my potential, and man, I just ran with it. I had so much fun in high school. Band made high school for me. I lived in the band room. I ate lunch in the band room. I would eat my lunch and then go to the practice room and just play and play because it was just like the best distraction ever. I did want to play baseball in high school, but then my leg, cancer happened and fucked everything up. No, I'm very blessed. If you guys would have been there during the times, that I had to go through, like sometimes I forget, and sometimes I do take that for granted. What I went through, like someone is looking out for me and my family. Truly believe that, especially with this last accident. You don't realize it until like after a couple days, you sit and think to yourself, like, I could have lost my wife, and I don't know what I would have done. I would have been a single parent and just like I don't know. So, anywho, I music is my music, and this they're my two anti drugs, my escapes. So bear down, yeah. I don't even know who's on the team anymore on the Bears. They just signed. They're moving stadiums. Arlington Heights used to be the horse track. We used to go there every year to see fireworks for 4th of July. Broncos coming from Mahomes. I was in a football fantasy league thing through work. I got last place. It was $100 buy-in, but whatever. Thanks, D Paris. I appreciate that. Caleb Williams, he's kind of a big deal. Yeah, until he wasn't. I definitely want to get into more sports. It's just I don't know. I can't sitting watching TV, watching sports is just I don't know. I get a little too anxious. And recently, I don't watch a lot of TV. It's mostly whatever Sophia's watching. Arlington Park fireworks, yes, D Paris. That's right. You live in Blue Island, right? You're from Blue Island. Don't waste your time really on missing. But yeah, my stepdad would always vent to me about whatever Chicago sports team's doing, and it's like he'll text me all the time, and I'm like, I don't watch it, so I don't know what you're talking about. He gets so mad, and I'm like, all I know is Jerry Reinsdorf is an asshole, a piece of shit. I am pissed that the White Sox are going to be probably moving to Nashville. But the last Sox game I went to, it took me over 3.5 hours to get there on a Friday. It was just awful. I left at 3:30 p.m. I got there at 7. Didn't get into our seats until 8. That's how long it took. And I told my wife, I was like, I'm never doing a Friday night game ever again. I'm it's not official, but the Sox are probably going to get sold to Nashville. The White Sox are just terrible. But hey, the Pope, it turns out the current Pope, he was at the World Series game in 2005. I actually saw the 2005 trophy. I was in the hospital. I was getting chemo during that time, October of 25 or 2005. And I was at a children's hospital because I was 17 at the time. So they brought the trophy and it was awesome. I almost made TV because they did a news thing on it and I wasn't I wasn't in it. Yeah, Nashville Stars. Yeah, that sounds dumb. But then it's like, what's going to happen to Sox Park? You know, I used to love going to Sox Park. Day games, Saturday 1 p.m. games. We used to get there at 10 a.m. They give you parking passes. You were able to tailgate. We brought freaking grills out, booze, whatever. We used to pregame in the parking lot and then go in and just be. Some of us would be a little too hammered, and then we would sit by the bar and drink more, and then like go home. Summer Sox games were fun as hell. Oh, really? They've been selling prototype hats? Yeah, yeah. Jerry Reinsdorf. Jerry wanted to build a new park at one point, but he wanted it to be tax dollar funded. And it's like, you billionaire piece of shit, you know? So people are begging him now to just sell the team. So this is, I think, last season and this season are like their worst. How many games? What's the White Sox record right now? 18 wins and 38 losses. We're 12 games behind Kansas City. Oh my God. That's fucking terrible. 38 losses and 18 wins. Kansas City has 30 wins and 27 losses. Twins 30 wins, 25 losses. Same with Guardians. And then the Tigers are 37 wins, 20 losses. Good Lord. 321 average. We're but Sox Park is promoting all their food shit. That's all they have going for. They have good food. Their pole sausage, good stuff. But it's also extremely expensive. I agree, D Paris. Nashville needs to build their own thing. Just Rockies are in pace to do worse than last year's Sox. Yeah, that's what I heard too. The Rockies are even worse. Yeah, my stepdad did tell me that. Oh yeah, 9 wins and 47 losses. Holy shit! God, that's horrible. They're like 20 games behind the Diamondbacks. This is what I mean. This is why I don't watch this shit because it's just that's disappointing. Even if Nashville does get a team, I won't turn my back on Cubs. Dude, I remember when the Bartman thing happened. They wanted that motherfucker dead, dude. It was. I remember I went and saw a game in '96. I was a kid, and I saw Harry Carey. Harry Carey here. Hi, if you're a hot dog, would you eat yourself? 'Cause I'm curious like a cat. That's why they call me Whiskers. The Will Ferrell, Harry Carey bit. It's one of the funniest things ever. They stink worse than French Corner Azure Oud. Never smelled that. Don't cuss me out for asking a question, Ken. Hey, wait, I cussed you out? Cubs win. Cubs win. I was Harry Carey for Halloween a couple years back. I got the glasses and the wig and all that. Um, if the world was made of cream cheese, would you eat it? This game's brought to you by a nice cold glass of Budweiser. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jason. I wonder what kind of camo backpacks are. Oh my god. That was pretty excessive. That was pretty ridiculous. Like there's no coming back from that. You know? And then to say that like I don't give a fuck if you never come back. Like, mm, it's not what you say to your it's not what you say to a paid member, like someone who's drops what do you say, like $600 or more? Yeah, that. Well, we spoke about that, and the last thing I saw kind of really solidified my thoughts. Like, I'm not gonna freaking like hate the guy, but it's just kind of like, really. Um, D Paris, there was just something happened on Ross's live stream, and it just got it snowballed into something. Go watch Ross's last live stream, and it's like the first 10 minutes or so. Someone says something, and then Ross goes off, and it carried over into the Facebook Zahara Facebook group. They since deleted the post, but yeah, it was just kind of. It was like, what the fuck, you know. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna. And if he's watching this, I mean, I'm not siding with anybody, but and that's the thing. And here's the thing too, because I'll talk about it. Yeah, the dude is prepping for a show. I don't know anything about that stuff. But doesn't make it okay, to talk to your consumers basically, because like this is how he makes his money. He's on here, he does all this stuff, like you know what I mean? Like it's just I'm hoping it's just a bad moment. Like I'm not gonna knock the guy. I followed him for a long time, so he's a big inspiration why I'm doing this. You know, um, I'm not gonna do this full time or anything. I'm having fun with it, but good sale from the salesman. That's all I have to say about that. Um, yeah, and that's the one thing, and it's not, um I think it's a fragrance community thing too. Like Jason just said, like when they say, "I'm not here to sell you anything," and then they'll drop a link. If you're making a commission off something, you are selling something. That's just call it an affiliate link or what? Affiliate, salesperson, whatever. You're selling. That's my opinion. And if certain people don't like that, I don't care. But that's the truth. Um, Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying call it what it is. You know, I've been in the car business. I've sold service. I've never sold cars, but I'm in the auction side now. But like, you're making a commission off something. You're working in a sales orientated environment. So, so yeah, he used to sell cars. So he's good. He's good. The one thing I like about Ross is he's very articulate. Very articulate. That's what kind of drew me in. Like he's good with his words. He's good with. I like his flow. But yeah, I think the when you're going into bodybuilding, it's like yeah, your body goes through a lot. So again, I'm not. I play devil's advocate a lot, so I'm not. I don't side with anyone, but you can tell when he's in a good mood and not a good mood. Yeah, yeah. Well, when you got to switch up your diet like every other day, I mean, I'd be a cranky son of a bitch too. You know what I mean? But guys, I don't think I'm going to get the dry down that I want on this. So, what do you expect from a car release? You know, the opening is very, very good. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll let you guys know what happens tomorrow. Do you like Drakkar better? The original? I've never smelled the original Drakkar. I have Noir and I have Intense. Um, it's yet to be determined. Right now, I like the Intense better. Um, I think the original has more of a fougere element going on with it. Do I like Noir better? Problem is Noir is very dated. So it's they don't smell anything like each other. I think this would smell it smells a little bit similar to the Intense, but I can respect that they're trying to hang with the young crowd. I think guys in their 20s would really like this. Guys in their 30s would like this. I mean, it's the thing is the fougere aspect is there. It's just it's not prominent. The YSLY vibe is prominent. That apple is very strong, and the mint. Um, the mint spearmint doesn't really hang there. The spearmint kind of dies off. If the spearmint stayed more, this would be a lot better, I think. And then if the patchouli, there's nothing earthy about this whatsoever. So I don't know why they're saying it's an earthy, has earthiness to it because it's patchouli and moss. That's does the box have the actual notes on here? No, no. There's no woods. And that fur, balsam fur or whatever, it's not as spicy as I want it to be. Yeah, the only thing that's spicy is the spearmint. Yeah, the freshness has somewhat old school barbershop vibe, but it's modernized by a crisp green apple. Yeah, if the apple really takes it over. If the apple was dialed back, this would be really good. Yeah, I need to get my nose on the Bold Citrus Boss Bottled, even though I heard it was kind of a flop. I got it for 68 because I really wanted it, but it was on a gift card, so I didn't pay out of pocket for it. Jason, which line are you talking about? The Drakkar line? You'll like the original. I would love to smell the original Drakkar, not Drakkar Noir, but the original Drakkar. But we'll see. Bro, you can find Drakkar Noir at the rack stores for dirt cheap. I'd say, I think, Jason, I think you'd really like the Intense because it's spicy and boozy. It's a little bit more boozy. Old Citrus, yeah, that's what I would too. I'm, I think eventually Bold Citrus is going to pop up at the rack store. I think so, unless it was a limited release. But I do want to try that Boss Metal Beyond. Shit, it's 9:30. We got 6 minutes till 2 hours. I think I'm gonna wrap it up at 2 hours. I don't want to stay up too late. Fridays are usually hit or miss. It's usually busy or it's not. Voltage. I wanted to get my hands on Boss Battle Marine. And like I can't. I think it's on eBay. Going for $315. Get the fuck out of here. For a 200 mil. Man, that's it? I think Boss Bottle Infinite is definitely their most mass I don't wanna say mass appealing, but probably the best one. It's their blue take on the Boss Bottle DNA. I just hope whatever they come out with smells like Boss Bottle. Not exactly, but, like, give me something different. See if you can tweak the DNA. Like, don't get me wrong, Absolute was great, just or and the Elixir and Triumph Elixir. I never actually tried that one, but, um, those go off the beaten path. Pacific, I don't really need to get my nose on. Not big on tropical stuff. Boss has been sending out bangers lately. Yeah, they have. Why do work problems always occur the moment you're ready to pack up? Dude, that happens to me all the time. The phone will not ring all day. And then 4:45, 15 minutes before I have to leave. Yeah, I need to arbitrate this car. And it'll be like 15 minutes before their time period lapses to arbitrate something. Because I'll buy it like 2 weeks before. And so then I gotta be like, you're cutting it close. You know what I mean? And it's just, what's up, Juan? Boss Bottle Marine. Yeah, I had a sample of it, and I should have just bought a bottle. I didn't. Now it's like it's 315 bucks for 200 mil. It ain't that good. That's why you got to be the boss, Blaine, and pass it down the line. Yeah. If I'm bored and want the phone to ring, I'll start heading out the door. It works every time. Oh, yeah, there's been times where the phone would ring and I'm like, I'll get it tomorrow. And if they don't leave me a message, because I have all my calls transferred from a landline to a cell phone. So I always tell my buyers, it, like I say on my voicemail, send me the last six of the VIN number and what you're arbitrating for. If they don't leave a message or tell me any of that, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to call them back. Because if it's that important, you're going to leave a message. And I hate that it's like there's all these forms of communication. We have email, we have phones, we have text messages, we have FaceTime. Like, there's no reason why you cannot do any one of those and then leave me a message of some sort. I always tell people to text me because I love a paper trail. Paper trails are essential. And my GM doesn't like when I send emails a lot. And I just tell him I save you so much money by having a paper trail. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I can conduct business. Because a lot of used car dealers would be like, I never said that. Oh, really? You said this at 9:33 a.m. on the 12th. It says you read this. So now I can go home. If the phone rings, I'm chucking it out the window. Yeah. I always tell people I work 8 to 5. You call after 5, that means you're calling after business hours. And arbitration stuff is a lot of it's time sensitive. So it's like, if you're going to arbitrate on the last day, it's got to be before 5 o'clock. I had someone call at 5:01, left a message. They're like, come on, you need to honor this and this. And that. No, I don't. Where were you the last 7 days? You know, but I buy a lot of cars. Yeah. And so does like 13 other auto groups that buy cars here. And then I'll check how many cars they bought. They bought one car the last 2 years. It's like, keep your shirt on, sit the fuck down, you know? Yeah, do not disturb. Yeah. I just leave the phone at work in my office till the next morning, come in and check out my messages and sit around and wait for the phone to ring. Sometimes I'll edit my fragrance content videos, which that's what I did. Stoners of the week. Usually I pump them out on Monday or Tuesday. I didn't till Wednesday, and I filmed it Tuesday night, and I edited it and uploaded it yesterday. So, you mess with Tech House at all? Tech House? I don't know. He messes with the Tech Nine, Mike. That rapper. What's Tech House? Epstein. Boots and cats and boots and Bernie Keurick, former NYPD commissioner, dies. Hmm. Oh wow. Oh, that's sad. See you, Blaine. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. I gotta shower and I gotta get to bed. So um I appreciate you guys. It's always a fun time. I'll try this weekend. Maybe we'll do a live this weekend. Tomorrow at work. I don't have anything going on tomorrow, but I don't like doing lives 2 nights in a row because I do spend time with my wife. And then Saturday I have band practice. And then Sunday we have a graduation party. So maybe Saturday evening I'll try and hop on here. I'm not going to schedule anything, so I'll make like a quick post a couple hours before if I know I'm for sure going to do that because that's what I did today. I did a community post. Um, because I hate scheduling this stuff and then it's like I'm late because it's not. I don't want to say it's professional, but it's just not a good look for me. I don't want to waste your guys' time for sure. But but yeah. Um, Final thoughts on this for tonight. It's solid. I still give it a B plus. I just wish, you know what? It finally dawned on me. Um, fast. It's Riviera Fassonable. Balconeable? I don't. It's a cheap blue. It got touted like a fruity, spicy Dylan blue. That's what it's kind of reminding me of. It's got like a Dylan blue, but like fruitier. But it reminds me of that fragrance specifically. When I talk about this on my next Stunners of the Week, I will bust that one out and I just keep forgetting. I keep forgetting what that fragrance is pronounced as. Yeah, Anthony, you know what I'm talking about. Fashionable? Yes. Fashionable Riviera. That's that's the closest thing it's reminding me of. Which, yeah, but with mint, a little bit more fresh. It's good. It's good. I'm not gonna tell you guys to go out and buy it. It's really solid. It's a good budget blue. Um, with some, it does have a little old school vibe to it, but it's. I just wish it was a little bit more earthy, like a little. Give me the more mature part. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I'll get that. I don't know, but um, Gavin, Caribou. Yeah, I never listened to any of that. I respect it. I just don't listen to it. But all right, guys, I want to wrap this up. Um, hit that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys. And what's up, Grim? Yeah, Grim, I'm about to wrap it up. Um, we're going on over 2 hours, so I gotta get to bed. Oh, Grim, uh, did first impressions on this, so you can rewatch the live. It's solid. This is solid. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's pretty good. It's basically Drakkar Noir with a hell of a lot of YSLY slapped onto it. That's basically what it is. So, but yeah, guys, I will see you guys later. Appreciate you, and we'll talk soon. See you guys. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cologne said so. What?